Hey guys, it's LetYrLiteShine. I got Steve-O back there, and we're doing our lights now. Christmas stuff is down. We are going to do our Henderson Hangout look. Thank you, Alan from Las Vegas and beyond, for giving us that name. That was a good idea. So this is our Henderson Hangout area. Let me show you. All right, we still have the ladder, but we hung it on our tree down to the palm trees and hope to God it doesn't become a fire hazard. Although we made sure these light bulbs didn't, like, they were sticking out so they're not like butt up against the trees. Yeah, so let's hope for the best. But we're gonna have it with a cord going down to our little electrical outlet right there. Sorry for all the leaves. We have a tree that's deciding to
strip.
Oh my God, shed the leaves. I'm like, not strip the leaves. What the heck, man? I know we're in Vegas and all, but so this is where those dirty chairs. But anyway, we'll be sitting here, and hopefully these lights in the background will look super cool. And we haven't plugged it in yet, so Steve will be doing the honors. All right.
Here goes nothing.
Yay! They're on. You can't even tell yet, but they are. These are cool lights. I've always liked these. So now we're coolio in the front yard. It'll look better at night. I don't know how the lighting will be though, because you know my phone isn't that great at night light, but maybe this will help. I don't know. Oh, and let me show you something else. I know I showed you this before, I thought, but we bought this also that we can just plug in and use only when we're outside. I'm not going to keep this outside, but it's a heater because it's freaking cold out, so at least we can have some heat on us. Alright guys, this is it. Henderson Hangouts have begun. Our first time. Oh yeah. Check this out. Steve-O's getting the heater because he's cold. And I'm bundled up in a old Costco jacket that I bought back in when I was 20 something years old. Yes, I don't let things go because you never know. It might be back in style. Let's check this stuff out. I'm glad you're still laughing. Residual laugh there. So I got my glass of wine. We got the heater. We got our rigged up gimbal situation. So let's, what are you laughing at?
Nothing.
All right, so we need your phone so I can read the comments from the last time and answer you guys' questions. So let's do this. Wow, the lighting worked out for us.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty nice.
Okay guys, so I am on Steve-O's phone and I'm gonna read some of the comments that were done on our front yard vlogging, because you guys had some questions you want us to give you some feedback on. So Steve-O,
because we asked for questions.
Without further ado, look at this big ass glass of wine. That's a big ass glass. This is not ranting with wine though. This is Henderson Hangouts. But every event needs wine, don't you think?
Sure.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Mr. Motel 99, you asked. How about chat about the governor's pause and how it's impacting y'all locals?
Oh, okay.
So
The governor's pause?
yeah, I guess just like the shutdown.
His pause as opposed to like somebody else, some other state's pause.
Well, at least it's not
as ours wasn't
other
like
states.
yeah. Well, I mean, obviously nobody wants to be shut down. So, but I am glad that he kept some stuff open because I just find it terrible that so many businesses, at least, I mean, things are mostly open. So
for some reason, it's showing a lot of me and not a lot of you.
We aren't shut down, so I think that's nice that we're trying to, you
What's
know.
that called again? Where you just talk?
I don't know.
It's like in a political rant, and people are just da 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 da, like making weird sounds.
Monologue?
No. I would know it when you say it.
Hey, Steve.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! See what happens? Our neighbors are giving us stuff again. Oh, darn it! We got more wine coming. You don't mind being in our vlog? No, you don't mind?
They don't know me.
See, this is what we're saying. This is why we moved here, because we've got friendly neighbors.
Oh, look at this one.
Holy cow!
What the heck?
Wow.
One.
I think you like that one you said before.
All right, I'll take this one. Oh, darn. Oh, some Sauvignon Blanc. Oh.
Drink it. You're doing your own thing. Your blood. Show what you're drinking.
Yeah, well, I'm drinking some box wine. That pairs well with the porch swing, by the way.
Try that one.
But now our neighbor gave us some Sauvignon Blanc from Napa Valley. Some, what's that?
Dragon fruit? I don't know. And,
this is like a liqueur of some sort.
I think this is the one I'm interested in.
Adelaide's has a dragon fruit thing. And what's that one? Like a red?
It's a red, but I can't see right now.
Nice.
But anyway, this one.
I'll just put this in the back.
So I think we did all right.
We'll hide his little. That's so cool. Okay.
Yeah, that was very nice.
So yeah, I needed to adjust it.
A little hot.
Oh.
There. Okay, better. Thank you.
All right. Anyway.
All right. So, well, I mean, I'm glad that we're doing what we can, but I'm also glad we're not completely shut down. So, keep it simple on that one.
Okay. Let me take a quick pause for a second. All right, guys, I had to do a quick adjustment to the camera. It seems like it kept shifting, or maybe it's just me. But I didn't answer the question because I was reading answers here. But hey, real quick, if you guys can figure out what I was talking about, where people talk nonsense in a political rally, I can't think of the name, he can't think of the name, and now it's going to bug me. So if you remember, that's what that reminded me of when he was just like talking just to like, you know, all right, anytime now. So for me, the shutdown, work didn't change. I still had to work. But it was different. Like when we were running out of stuff, people and our hours had changed, and it was scary because people would line up like all the way down the store, and you knew that they were going to barge in with their grocery carts. It was pretty crazy. So, but I am glad that things started to open up slowly. The fast food restaurants are not open. You can't go in them right now. You did before, and now you can't. Like you could go in and order and leave. You couldn't eat there. But now you can't even go in. At least some of them we couldn't. We have to only do drive-through. But the restaurants, you can go in, but they have the seating, you know, spaced out.
Super limited capacity, 25% capacity, no more than 4 people. So at least you get to do something.
Yeah.
So if you know.
Okay, so the next person is R.B. Kiernan. Hope I said that right. And you said a lot of stuff, but you said you want to hear more about life in Henderson, including daily routines, climate, etc. Well, as you can see, we're bundled up, so it is freaking cold out right now, which I love. The weather is awesome during the fall and the spring. It's beautiful. Skies are always bright blue, and if it does become a stormy day, which we haven't had in a while, although we did a couple days ago, there was still no rain over here, it goes away. Like it doesn't last all day long, so it's crazy. It just kind of sweeps through. Summer is hotter than you know who and what because it is unbearable. Like I just go down 3 houses to check the mail.
Who?
Well, last time I said it was
Me?
hotter than the Kardashians. I think I said or something. Yeah, hotter than you, Steve-O.
Thank you. Okay.
But it's hot. Like it's so bright and the sun's in your eyeball, and I'm like getting the mail around 4 p.m. and I'm like, oh my god, oh make it go away. Like it's so hot. It's not fun, but you only suffer through that 3 to 4 months out of the year. The rest of the weather is decent, and like I said, it's cold, but it's consistent. So you're not dealing with, at least in Southern California, where it would be cold and then be hot again, and then cold and hot all year long. So it was kind of annoying because you couldn't just plan for a cold spell for a while. It was just for a week, so you never knew what was going on. Okay, but so our daily routines is, I mean, unless we're vlogging and exploring to vlog, what do? Today we hung out at home. We had a handyman come over and do a couple things at the house. I worked on my newsletters. Steve-O took a nap. You know, the usual. Sometimes I take a nap. Then we watch TV. Yes, I like watching all those reality shows. He likes watching his shows.
Yeah,
we don't have a lot in common.
I don't want
on
anything to
shows.
do with her reality shows.
Oh, you'll watch Below Deck with me. Oopsie,
I will.
I admitted that one.
I'll watch a couple shows, but that's for the most part. I just.
Biggest best idea
Ready to
said
go.
we should do a live stream once in a while. Yeah.
Nah.
One day.
Yeah, someday.
Yeah, Aaron Fessler was saying he's thinking about some tower propane heaters may work. Definitely, but since we have these lights above on our heads right now, I don't know, that might counteract that situation. This little heater is working really cool, and right down here. And Steve, are you warm?
Oh, yes, I'm extraordinarily warm.
My heater is this bad pup right here. Oh yeah, warms me inside.
I'm just the water boy.
He's a water boy. He's
Alrighty.
got to cut down. And I don't yet. No, just kidding. Okay. Okay, so Lynn Johnson is asking, what is our favorite hotel, casino, restaurant, shops, activities? Well, my favorite activity is geocaching and vlogging. That's obvious, right? I don't know. What's yours?
Oh, my favorite activity? Well, I don't do it, but my favorite activity would be golf.
Yeah. Well, it's not that, I mean, we just haven't.
Well, you
Are there
won't
any
play
like
with
little
me.
executive courses around here that are cheap?
I haven't found.
They all look
I mean,
bougie.
I haven't
Because I
found too
suck
many
at
executive
golf,
courses.
that's why. It's not
Well,
fun. Like it used to be. It's not fun when you got all these serious people like, don't walk my ball line, don't talk during tee off. I'm like, oh my God, help me. But the executive courses are kind of cool. I don't know about the ones out here. I don't know if they have any. But I just like, you know what I would like to do as far as golf? I like to just tee off, like do the range, like Top Golf kind of thing.
That's not bougie.
Oh yes. As I hit 100 feet if I'm lucky.
Brother. All right, what else you got?
Well, he's also saying,
Oh, more?
yes, he wants to hear me and Steve-O
Sing?
talk. Oh God, no. This
I'm
is our
kidding.
last
I'm kidding.
vlog.
What does he want to hear us talk
He wants
about?
a bit about the experience was like moving from California to Nevada. What were some of the struggles that the family had? What advice would we give a family looking to move to Henderson? And also hear us both discuss what the traffic is like in Henderson, Vegas area. And thank you. You think we're great and you're looking forward to the next one. I hope you are. Okay, so traffic real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, compared to California, compared to Orange County, it's not bad. There is traffic at times of day, so when I do my drive tours, I always make mention of what time of day and what day it is, so you guys are aware of what it looks like. I know there's some areas that are probably the spaghetti bowl, where there's times where it sucks. It's always bad on the 15 near Vegas, though, because there's a lot of people driving into Vegas, so that's to be expected. But as far as street traffic, again, I'm showing up at 5 in the morning at work. I'm not getting anything. I leave at 2.
You know, there are a couple. There is a section of Henderson, basically right off Mark Street, where there's the Walmart Supercenter. There's There's Lowe's.
Sunset
there's Home
Station.
Depot. There's
Wow.
Costco. I mean, that's just a busy, and plus all the mall, the mall.
The Galleria Mall?
Galleria Mall's there. So it's just that one little section. In that little area, it is kind of clustery. Could take you a few extra minutes to get through it, but for the most part,
If you compare to California, it's not bad.
no.
If you compare to another
You
state,
can't compare it to
then
that
it's
because that's
bad.
not even. That's like.
it's
know,
really
it's
a
not even
perspective of
comparison.
where you're coming from, to be honest with you.
So, but I will notice that particular section of Henderson there's quite a bit of traffic. Signals seem to take forever.
And the struggles we had, well, to be honest, I think that it's meant to be when everything's going smooth. And of course, we had to do a contingency, so we couldn't buy a house without selling a house, which I always got nervous about because you really had to really make one work for the other one to work. And the only thing that didn't go smooth, which wasn't a big deal, was just some of the things we had to do fixes on, which is anything.
Yeah,
like
that
the
was
GFIs.
probably getting the house ready to sell was probably the most stressful part.
We had to have GFIs.
There was so much to do.
So many GFIs in that little condo.
That was
stupid.
ridiculous.
It was so stupid.
It was the dumbest thing ever that they were demanded that
For any outlet that's 6 feet and under by a faucet had to have a GFI. So we had to have 6 put in. It was stupid.
Yeah, that's what one trips the whole thing. I don't understand it.
Here we have one in the house, in the kitchen, and one in the garage. I'm like, okay, we didn't need a termite inspection out here, which we did in California. There's no fleas here, by the way, so we were talking to Handyman about that. I'm like, this is really kind of cool. We don't need to get frontline for the cats anymore. This is nice. The only other struggle, well, the moving company worked out. Everything worked out pretty smooth. I think, was there any last minute issues? A couple little hiccups, but nothing that I can remember going, oh, that really sucked.
Yeah, although we were told by one of the real estate agents we had, that's our selling agent, that this was a pretty smooth move for her. I mean,
oh,
for a
really?
sale.
So she's not used to that.
She said that
for being an out-of-state move for her too. That must have been.
Yeah, because she had to deal with our real estate agent here.
Yeah, and I will say
we got lucky.
We had good
I'd
realtors.
say we got lucky. Yeah.
Both sides, and
Yeah, I would recommend either one of those people.
She utilized
right away.
our little postcard. I think she resent it to everybody saying they moved out of state and so can you. So I guess she was promoting, maybe we're her first out of state realty thing. I don't know, but she really did a good job. And she was actually questioning the realtors out here because they were doing certain things that she thought were sketchy, but they weren't sketchy. It was just a Nevada way of doing things. But she wanted to double check it, and everything was just fine. I forgot exactly what it was. But everything went fine. She was just like, oh, I guess that's just how they do in Nevada. I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess it's more laid back here. There wasn't as much. She was just in the frame of mind of Orange County where things are a lot more pickier, as you can see. So I don't know. I mean, it wasn't a struggle, but it was definitely a little bit of a stress of, oh my God, our home sold like in less than a week. You got to go back out there.
And well, we're also lucky that the kids were on board fairly easy. It wasn't like a big to do.
We all wanted to get out of there. It wasn't like nobody was. No, I don't want to, because we had no reason to move out here. It wasn't like a job or something. We all wanted to equally get out of California. So, yeah, that wasn't an issue. And the adjustment of moving out here, well, as you saw, our neighbors just passed out some wine. For the second time I'm doing, Henderson Hangout seemed to collect wine. So I'm going to just keep doing this Henderson Hangout. Or I'm going to pretend I'm doing one just to get some free wine. What do you guys think? I didn't have an issue adjusting. I'm all about free shit. Just kidding. No, not really. And then even when I applied for the grocery store, I mean, I was just like, I shop here all the time. Might as well apply. And then they called me. I was like, oh, snap. I've never had grocery store experience. Just a bunch of cars driving. Probably wondering what the hell we're doing. But I ended up adjusting to it just fine. I like it. It's something I've never done before, but it's cool. It's, not that far from home. So, plus we're cheap, so we had money saved up to keep us at bay because we showed up again with no jobs.
Keep us at bay. It's not. You mean get us through?
Yeah. So you might want to do that. If you don't have a job to go to, make sure you have money in the bank to keep you afloat. Why do I keep using water terms? Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
So, so Lynn Johnson's asking. Sorry, I think I totally
Are you
passed you
supposed
up.
to be using last names?
That's the name on her thing.
Okay, I was just asking if you. All right.
Well, that's on her. I mean, if anyone goes on my YouTube channel, they'll see that that's.
So if you
this
write,
person's
if you
name.
don't want to, does it automatically?
Yeah, that's their YouTube channel name.
Oh,
I don't know who this person.
No, I know. I was just wondering if you should be just using first
Well,
names.
if anybody goes on this thing, they're going to see their full name.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not
Never
really
mind.
not hidden.
I was just offering.
They're wondering what our favorite hotel, casino, restaurant, shops, activities. Okay, we did activities. Then I skipped around to someone else. Sorry about that. Squirrel. Oh, sorry. Okay, so favorite casino?
Yes.
I don't know. Hotel, shop, restaurant.
I really like the local casinos better. The
I
smaller
think the Sunset
local.
Station's really pretty, but we like the Wildfire because they're on top of service. Just saying.
Yeah.
Unless you're at the bar, unless you want to drink right away, you have to sit at a bar and start your video poker, then you can walk off. But if you wanted to get a free drink because you're just going to lose all your money and you want to get something out of it, Wildfire, we've been to the different one, just the two. There's other ones we haven't been to, but the Sunset and the bowling one has been on top of it as far as service. So there you go. Patrick, yes, nothing like a bottle of wine. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Okay, so what else do we have? Yeah, nobody waved in OC. You're right. You're absolutely right. I could wave at people and they'd be like, what are you doing?
I always check behind me when somebody waves at me.
Okay,
See
so
who's
here,
waving.
Lorelei, if I said it wrong, I apologize, but she's
Lorelei?
asking, you understand it's a melting pot, but in general, are people friendly? Well, you just saw. Yes, and it's definitely a melting pot, but I don't feel like it's a melting pot with, like, everyone's maybe of different backgrounds, or I don't know what you call it, ethnics, whatever you want to call it, but I don't feel that difference here, so no one's hating on anybody. And yeah, of course, some of the friends I made were through work, because I don't really get out very much. So are there meetups? There are. I haven't done any of them because I've already been busy enough as it is. My kids have made friends through school though, so they've made friends. And Steve-O, you made friends through me for the vlogging. The vlogging has made friends. I would say when I vlogged in California, not anyone ever reached out to me out there or wanted to collab with me. Of course, I was a small, very small channel, maybe 30 or 40 subscribers. But I came out here with maybe 400. And at that time, I was friends with Steven from Not Leaving Las Vegas. He was a very small channel at the time. And so I know he's promoted me a few times on his channel since. And once in a while we'll stay in touch. Not very often now. He's a bigger channel and he's busy and all that stuff. But still, it's nice to know that everyone's willing to either like help each other out or vlog together. I even noticed the crew that I hang out with sometimes that you see, they had me on their description sharing my channel on their description box, and I didn't even meet them yet. Like I didn't even know who they were. I just kind of watched their stuff and they watched my stuff. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's totally sharing my channel. I don't even know who he is. So I thought that was super cool because I didn't ask them. They're not gaining anything from this. They were just legitimate, nice people. So yeah, I feel like your friends out here are definitely not, you're not benefiting off knowing me in any way, so heads up on that. And so people who are my friends out here are just friends. Like they surprisingly like my company. Shut up. And that's all I got. Steve-O update, Patrick says. It's all you now. And then Nick, this is the way, says this is funny. So thank you.
Okay.
Nick
well,
Hauk.
Good
You're
old
awesome.
Nick. Well, I don't have any updates. I'm just cruising. I really should.
Cruising for a bruising if you don't give us an update, buddy.
No, I don't know what to tell you. There is no Steve-O update.
Aw, that sounds so sad and depressing.
No, don't. No, it's fine. My work shut down, but I really haven't. And I'd like to get back to it. I mean, I'm really anxious for things
Stuff to come completely open.
Yeah, I would love to be able to get back to work.
Yeah, I understand that.
So, I mean, I could get another job, and I probably should. So I don't, because I've gained a little bit, a pound or two.
You know what we talked about a long time ago? We had this vlog. We were going to the Excalibur for Steve-O's birthday, and he was doing his free slot play. Did Excalibur have free slot play though? Why were we over there? We
They
parked
had it.
over there. Okay. And we were talking about how when he used to work at a seafood restaurant, his health was like perfect. And as soon as he had quit, well, he didn't quit. The place closed down. He ate normal food, bad for you food. Places like, I mean, the health went completely shot. So it really does help to eat seafood. Because it's funny that the doctor has given you fish oil pills. I'm like, aha, I told you that seafaring was good.
Yeah, when I eat fish 10 times a week, it really made a big difference.
Yeah, because you worked there 6 days out of the 7, so you're like, that's pretty much, they fed you meals all the time.
Yeah, I had lunch and dinner almost
definitely
every
made a
day.
difference. Yeah.
So,
and it's hard being at home. I was a stay-at-home mom for quite a while, and I worked on newsletters at home, and it drove me nuts being home all day. So I understand that can kind of make you go a little stir crazy. So,
but I mean, being home, I don't think the kids
like you.
Yeah, that too. Well, no, they don't enjoy my company.
Well,
but
I think it's
no,
good that you're home now as
well,
they are teenagers versus me. I don't know why. I just think a father figure for them is probably good.
Well,
right
that's
now,
probably
this
why one
time of
reason they don't like me is I can be a little critical about things.
yeah.
But I mean, somebody has to get on them, or they won't do their schoolwork. So.
Right, and that's the other thing that's changed. They're still doing school at home, so yeah. I've asked other people at work because it's a struggle. So I wouldn't say.
I'm glad they're not younger though. That would.
I don't know
really
how
be
people
hard.
are doing it with the young kids right now at school if they have to work. I don't know how they're doing it. Luckily, he's at home. He can push them through to get online, get into your class. Please go. Go to those whatever Google meetups or whatever it is that they're doing with the classroom things. And I'm just at work doing my little online shopping, going do. Life's easier for me.
She does do a lot.
Yeah, I do. I said do.
And
do.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, you do.
All right, guys. Well, this vlog's getting a little long, but to get a Henderson Hangout again, we need you guys to comment down below more questions for us so we can do another one and answer your questions.
Yeah, keep it
real.
No, make them fun questions if you can.
Well,
You know what I mean? Well,
what's the saddest thing you've ever done? I mean, I guess we could just,
you know what
I
I'm
see
saying.
what you're saying.
I want people to be entertained. I don't want them just to sit here and
Look at our ugly mugs and be like, oh man,
listen
damn.
to our lecture. You know, I was hoping it would be entertaining.
Okay, well, I think we all do
So.
at this point. Help me.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you again soon.
Alrighty. See you later.
Bye.